What do you say? We also are seeing an active shooter is in the park outside the court. We have a man he has set fire to himself. A man has emblazoned himself outside of the courthouse just now. Our cameras are turning right now. A man has now lit himself on fire outside of the courthouse in Manhattan, where we are waiting for history to be made.
On Friday, a man set himself on fire in front of the courthouse holding former President Donald Trump's election interference trial. So there's a breaking situation, okay? There's not a lot of information available right now, but from what I could tell, the man is believed to have been in his mid-20s and was handing out flyers to pro-Trump protesters before setting himself on fire. And the New York Times reported that the man was badly burned and placed in an ambulance where he is in critical condition. Definitely unexpected. So, look, let me give you all the information that I have, specifically when it comes to the motive. So, I said he was handing out pamphlets, flyers, right? Now, what were they? Well, it's called The True History of the World Haunted Carnival Edition, and basically it warns of a criminal government that will lead to a global fascist takeover. Okay, so now the pamphlet directs readers to a website where this man claims to be an investigative researcher who posted a manifesto titled, "I have set myself on fire outside the Trump trial," and describes his actions as an extreme act of protest and declares that we are victims of a totalitarian con and our own government, along with many of our allies, is about to hit us with an apocalyptic fascist world coup. So look, I read through this, and there's a lot of weird ironies in this, where the guy goes on about how the media and the government, they're all trying to scare us and divide us, and then goes on to scaring us by saying that there is a global fascist cryptocurrency billionaire-led right-wing coup using COVID-19. All of that is a lot of it's bonkers, okay? A lot of it's bonkers. So when I first saw the reports here, I was like, come on, there's no way that somebody would set themselves on fire for Donald Trump, right? I mean, MAGA guys are kind of crazy, right? But ain't that crazy? They're not going to set themselves on fire. Turns out I was correct. This guy apparently hates all politicians, both left and right, think they're all the same, thinks both political parties are just, set up as like a political theater and cover for the fascists, and that our entire system, as well as The Simpsons, is brainwashing us somehow. Okay. Now look, conspiracy theories, I've talked about conspiracy theories a lot, right? And so one of the things that they do have, good conspiracy theories, is that there are nuggets of truth sprinkled in, right? For example, this guy is critical of capitalism, right? He says capitalism as it exists is unsustainable. I agree with that. I mean, you can't have infinite growth with finite resources. That doesn't work. Other things that he, pointed out, there are billionaires that are hoarding all the resources. Yeah, there's definitely billionaires that are hoarding resources. Definitely. Not paying their taxes, et cetera, et cetera. And is there fascism rising in a lot of countries? Yeah, Hungary's a good example of it. Russia. You also have the right wing here who has fascistic tendencies. That said, right? That said, this is one of those overarching, every one of the elites, media, Hollywood, et cetera, is all in on it. So this is like Glenn Beck with the marker board, but like more anarchist, right? Kind of thing. Look, I spent a lot of time reading that, maybe too much time. And the conclusion that I come to is there are some things in there that make sense, but he went too deep down the rabbit hole and couldn't get back out.